My name is Mickey Sprode. I'm the program administrator for Clark County Public Arts Office in the Department of Parks and Recreation. I love the arts and I love working with our artist community and working with our community. So being that bridge between the two is very fulfilling. We live in a desert. A lot of our buildings and facilities are tan. It's to kind of just blend into the environment, where public art is the standout. Our public art here in Clark County is for our community. It's for them to be able to engage in it, to have some emotional connection, and some kind of health and well-being. We can really get somebody to change their mood. We're trying to put out public art that will change that mood right back. Jesse's piece is these aliens. It's very cheeky, it's very fun. The piece is called We Shouldn't Have Made It Orange, or painted it orange. Anyways, this piece, this fun little alien piece is something that everyone identifies that goes to that complex. The staff dress it up throughout the year. You know, there's like a lot of engagement happening with this fun piece that is at the entrance of the shooting complex. We have a series, a project that's recurring each year where the Public Arts Office is hiring a local artist to come into our community centers and work with the youth in those centers and talk about empowerment. What are phrases, what are strong words that will uplift those children?
My name is Megan Harris, and I'm the new artist in residence here at the Clark County Wetlands Park. I found out about the opportunity on social media, the Clark County Wetlands social media, and also the public art social media through Clark County. And I went to the website, and it was a pretty simple process to follow. I think the most important thing is that this opportunity here at the Wetlands really aligns with my own art practice.
We get out to the Clark County events quite often, and every time we have a blast. We're so grateful to be able to make family memories and enjoy time together. Thank you so much.
My name is Emery, and I love art, and thank you for this event.
There's so many of our projects. I think each project does impact our community. I would recommend going to Dream Machine by Wayne Littlejohn. That is on the corner of Russell and Maryland Parkway. And that piece has a beautiful slow walking path that you could take your time and walk and look at that piece and have some thought, contemplate your day or contemplate your future. But it is a nice quiet area to be.
Poetry is considered an expression of art because our experiences as human is art. So whether we're physically seeing that in the visual arts, with painting or drawing, when we're able to paint stories with our words is really what we're getting into when we're talking about poetry, whether it rhymes, whether it's short, whether it's long, whatever form it takes, it does embody this incredible artistic experience that is living. And it really unlocks something in between us that connects us all that is so incredibly unique to art and is really, really beautiful. Learning poetry is very important, right? Because so many of us we had a couple lessons in school and that was it, right? And we're like, no more poetry. But what we're happening in Southern Nevada, which is really exciting, is we really have this emergence of poetry classes. And many of them are completely free and open to the public. They're family friendly. I myself, as Clark County Poet Laureate, offer at least one free poetry workshop per month, an opportunity to connect with our neighbors, connect with our community, and maybe even connect with ourselves a little more in terms of learning. And then we also have a very robust open mic scene. Most of them are 21 and over, but we do have family-friendly events as well, where we encourage the community to come out, share their work. And it doesn't have to be memorized. You don't have to be a professional. You can hold your book. I talked about earlier, me hiding behind my book at my first open read. And so we encourage people to do that. And I think they'll find that it was really special for them, and they'll keep coming back to those types of events.
Parkdale Recreation Center had asked Public Arts Office if we can enhance this amphitheater area that they had. So the office hired Cody Womble from CKW Artistry, and we asked him to focus on the community engagement. So instead of coming with kind of a thought of what he was going to paint, we wanted him to engage with the community first, get to know them, and then produce a piece from that. This piece is beautiful, and it really shows the neighborhood through the houses and through the characters of the children that he has in that piece. He's really ended up taking on this neighborhood as part of his family. So he's still showing up for pantries. He is a fixture of the Parkdale Recreation Center. And, it made the project so much more than just putting a piece out for the public. So I think his involvement and doing those community engagement events really help kind of tie community in with public art.
Today we're out at Parkdale Recreation Center, which is the home of my most recent mural with Clark County. This one is very important to myself as not only my largest work in the city, but I also was afforded the chance to do workshops with the kids in the summer program, and they really were able to help me define what imagery we used on the mural. This made it super important because it brought it together as a community project, and now the kids that live in the neighborhood can come through and see their artwork reflected for years to come in their community. I believe the best part about living in a city like Las Vegas is that we have public art everywhere. It's a great thing to be able to drive around and enjoy, whether it's on a big wall in our arts district, on a public bench, or even a utility box. There's always something to look at. The best part about being an artist to me is that I get to take all of my ideas and thoughts from my head and create in the public space with them. This goes a long way in sharing my views with my community and beautifying my neighborhood the best way I can, and that is through art.
You can follow us on social media at CC Public Arts through Instagram or Facebook. We do have a website that they could go to, which is clarkcountynv.gov/parks. That is a list of public art pieces that could be in your neighborhood or the bigger community of Las Vegas. We have a monthly newsletter that comes out, and that has 2 tracks. So one of those tracks is for artists to know about artist calls, and the other track is about people that want to know about the events. So if you want to go to a reception or with one of our fabulous galleries, or if you want to go to a public art dedication, that's that track you're going to sign up for. Or you can sign up for both. It'd be great. We have over 400 pieces of painted utility boxes, not to mention City of Las Vegas and City of Henderson both are also painting boxes. So who knows how many in our community we have to go and enjoy.
My name is Vanessa Maciel, and I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico, and I'm a local artist here in Las Vegas. Installations that I see around Las Vegas inspire me to apply for the utility boxes, and I have a few around the Northwest area, and it was an amazing experience. You can just drive around the city and see all the beauty and enjoying all the public art that Clark County offers for the whole community.
In this facility right now, you see these pillars behind us. Our artist, Mike Norris, is working on this project right now at the Pearson Community Center. And this piece has taken on, so much more than a mural. It is creating a historical timeline that is accessible for this community and our community, the greater community of Clark County, to learn more about Black history in Clark County.
This is my first time working with the Clark County Art Program, and I'm very excited to share my detailed art with this community. This project highlights the unspoken heroes of the West Side, particularly North Vegas. And it starts from the 1800s and it goes into a timeline and it ends in today's era.
I'm hoping that we build the resumes of our local artists and support them, and that they are going across the country and giving their gift to other people as well.
The first time I worked with the county, I was in high school. My name is Luis Varela Rico, and I'm an artist living and working in Las Vegas, Nevada. Organic study number 2 is the second sculpture in a series of works that I've made using parts of the human body. This sculpture specifically is located at the Desert Diamonds baseball field out in the southwest part of the valley. It's a 19-foot tall steel sculpture that is of a human hand coming down to grab a baseball. The sculpture is entirely self-sufficient in terms of lighting. It produces its own power via solar panels and has a control box down in the base that houses both the charge module and the lighting system. This was the first time that I ever made a sculpture that big, and it was also the first time that I utilized the stacking method of constructing an organic shape using flat material. The inspiration for the sculpture was pretty basic. I wanted to utilize a motion that both beginner players use and also professional players use, and that's of picking up the baseball when it's down on the floor.
Here in the Public Art Office, we're here to be a bridge or a liaison between these projects and the artists. We even do one-on-ones. So an artist can request a one-on-one with one of the staff in the Public Arts Office, and we will review their applications, their resume. We'll do anything we can to help our artists feel comfortable in applying for those larger projects.
So there's a tremendous amount of satisfaction from having just an idea, maybe something you sketch on a napkin, to having something that's made out of metal and gigantic, 20-foot tall. More and more, my process requires long periods of time between those two instances. I feel that the longer the period, the more satisfaction there is to see the project come to fruition.
Public Arts is open to everybody. We always encourage everybody to get involved. You might be surprised when you end up with your artwork on one of these boxes or on a city wall.
Through poetry, we find people being exactly who they are, and that authentic expression of themselves and the sharing of their own experiences, which for me is incredibly inspiring and incredibly brave.
I would really encourage other artists to apply for opportunities like this and try it, right? And where your practice can align, you'll find really cool opportunities, and you never know what might happen.
Go after your dreams. Keep pushing, keep practicing, and doing what you do best, which is your art, and stay encouraged.
We have to keep our traditions alive. We have to keep art alive and just make the community enjoy all the vibrant colors and all the vibrant mediums that we have as a local artist.
There's art all around you, just take a look.